Good evening and welcome to the Ravens Rook. My name's Phil and welcome again to our usual Monday night hobby hangout. I hope you've all had a really lovely week last week, and also I hope you've had a nice bank holiday. The weather here has typically been your usual bank holiday weekend, or bank holiday day I should say. Weather absolutely bouncing it down all day, so not much can do. Luckily I've got a shed, so I managed to get in, prime a few models, ready for some upcoming projects. And yeah, so continuing on from last week, I managed to finish off the Primaris Apothecary. Got all that all finished off now. There's just the odd one or two little lenses on that, on the lights that I need to touch up, and then that's done, dusted and ready to join my Raven Guard force. So moving on this week, I know some of you tune in quite regularly. We built up the Primaris Invictor Tactical Warsuit, and yeah, I'm really happy with how that turned out. I've got it still broken down in multi-parts just so it's easier for myself with painting, and tonight we'll see how far we can get with that. So without further ado, I shall just flick it over to the top down cam. And let's see who we've got in the chat tonight. We've got Mr. Smith popping in. Yes, boys, let's go. Hashtag rather watch the Rook than Warhammer Fest. Oh, I love it. Oh, is that all because it was Age of Sigmar today, is it? Rich. We've got Essex boys coming in. Good evening, Essex. Mr. Andy Allen. We've got the Spud coming in. Mr. Capital G. Great, absolute legends in the chat already. Yeah, hoping this is going to be a really good one. I've been looking forward to this. Like I said, I've got it all built up the other week on stream, and I've been really holding back from painting it just because I wanted to do it on stream with you guys while you're hobbying at home. That's the whole idea of having these hobby hangouts here. But temptation got the greater of me, and yeah, I've made a start. Just a quick update as well. So the Apothecary that we did the other week, that's that guy there. So he's all done on dusted. Let's see if I can. My camera's not that great, but I am really chuffed with yeah, how this guy's turned out. I've not painted white armour before, so it was quite a challenge for me. Some people find it easy, you know, some people find it hard to paint black, so it depends what you're used to painting at the end of the day. Did a little bit of a kit bash on him where he's got the shoulder pad off the upgrade sprue. So that was that guy all done up there. Pictures will be going up on socials later. There's just get a brush, just point it out. So you got just the lens there and one in there just to finish off, and this guy's all done. So yeah, really happy with how that turned out. But tonight we've got our Warsuit. Like I said, it's all in parts ready to go. I've got bits everywhere. The base is all done and ready to go. Just the easiest way to find, I was trying to do it with corkboard, but I was struggling to find some cork that looked, to try and sculpt it to look really good. but luckily the father-in-law, he does model train sets, and he's got some moulds for plaster of Paris, and he builds up rock faces. So I managed to make one up and then just carve it into shape so it comes all around the edge. I've just got to touch the edge up round there in black, and yeah, just covered it in Martian Iron Cross technical paint, bit of a dry brush over the top, and then a wash over it and some dead grass. Really happy how that turned out. Something simple, but yeah, very effective. Hopefully it'll look good once it's all together. So that's that guy. We've got the arms here, as you can see, apart. The gun, I've got all the metalwork done on the pistol, ready to go on his side. Just debating with the grip whether to go with a brown, like a leathery sort of effect, so we'll have a play with that. We're up to the legs. I've just got the bottom of the legs here to do, just to come in through these. So we'll start on there, get a wash on, and then move along on to the next bit. And you've got the cockpit, so everything is still multiples, and the cage opens up and closes. So just undercoated in black, and then a quick coat of black over the top just to reinforce that. And I've got our pilot kit bashed together, so he's got the head off Shrike, just because on my Shrike model I give him the helmeted option. Shoulder pad and one of the guns out of the Raven Guard sprue kit, upgrade sprue, and just a little ruler cooler, give him some knives on his back as well. Let's move that guy out the road. But I couldn't hold off on painting a dead Necron just to cheer some of you guys up. So there he is, all crushed up, ripped apart in the Warsuit claw. So the claw's all done. Just stayed with standard black, and then obviously your metal in between all the knuckle bits. So that's pretty much done. I think I've just got to put a wash, some Nuln oil just over the metal on the gun, just bring it down a little bit. But yeah, that's, I'll bring that a bit closer, hopefully you can see that guy. Oh, so yeah, we'll crack on, we'll get some paint chucked down, and hopefully have a laugh in the chat with you guys. So hopefully my music should be sorted out now, so we will get some tunes on the go.
This is not the end, she says. She's drenched in blood. You laugh and say, good God, are you crazy without enough?
So hopefully that's not too loud. It really depends on which track I'm putting on, which station actually. More rocky or emo sort of music, the bass tends to kick in a bit more. Hopefully that's better. I've turned it right down. Obviously, if you guys are still saying It's too loud, I'll shut it off, but hopefully that's better. We'll scrap that off. I'll leave that off then. So, where's my glasses gone? So yeah, is there anything you guys are working on in the chat tonight, or have you had anything that you've been up to today? Hopefully a lot of you have had quite a bit of time off, with it being a bank holiday. I know a lot of places you still have to go into work, but hopefully you've managed to make the most of a day off, even if it's been really crappy weather. I'll just work our way around. Get this metalwork pretty much done. So I'm not chucking it about. Oh, I know Mr. Smith wasn't too pleased with the reveal thing today, obviously being Age of Sigma. But is there anybody like what they've seen in the reveal today, or planning on getting any of the reveals from today? I know the new Pain Boss, that was teased earlier on one of the websites. It's looking really nice model. Might have to look into getting some orcs, I think, just to switch it up a bit from my Raven Guard. And yeah, especially like with the new orcs that are coming out, they've basically made them Primaris orcs. People are teasing them as. Obviously they're a lot bigger, they've been upgraded. I've been looking at not so much orcs, but it's not flash gates, what they call the gloom sprite gates, I think it is, but they're more Age of Sigma. But I wanted to do more towards the 40k orcs, purely because little bits of kit bashing like I have done, just little things like obviously putting a dead Necron on this guy like he's been ripped up. I am enjoying just fiddling about with these little models, and obviously the further you get into your hobby and the further along, the more bits you have in your sprues, left over from your sprues, so like your kit bashing can become a bit easier because you've got more parts. But yeah, orcs pretty much kit bash virtually everything with them. Is anything any other race has, the orcs can have, and obviously they just put more DACA on it and make it more orky. So, well, definitely with these bigger orcs, something I'm really gonna have to have a look into, I think. So that's pretty much the legs done there. So move on to this. I'm not too sure with this arm whether to not leave the top piece white. It just clips on like so. So we'll go all silver in there, silver. I might just leave that black just so it stands out a bit. Oh my god, the chart's going well off tonight. Let's scroll back a little bit. Got myself some reading material for the charity shop today, sorting car bits and bobs out. Yeah, I saw the books that you got that you put on the Discord chat, Andy. Some really nice finds there. Might have to get you to keep an eye out for some Raven Guard ones for myself. Mr. Normski popping in as well. Good evening, Normski. Bank holiday, what's one of those? Yeah, well, the joys of being self-employed for yourself, isn't it? There's World Crafter popping in as well. Good evening, pal. Been to the tip, got rid of a load of garden waste, nice. How the F do you watch the Warhammer Fest? On mine, I got a notification on the Facebook, and there was a link on that, and you clicked on it, and it took you through to, believe it's on Twitch, and it was on there. So from 6 till 6:30. But I'm more interested in tomorrow's one because it's supposed to be the 40k one tomorrow. So I'll definitely be tuning in just as I finish work for that one. The vampire stuff and the new god reveal was glorious. The vampires did look really cool, especially the big, like the woman one where she's got the wings and like half of her body's like a dragon sort of thing. That was really cool, that one. Love the vampires. Want to get some for my Warcry. Check the Shinies channel on CWG Discord. There's loads of filters on there. Yeah, people were popping them on all day today as it was dropping. Yeah, I'm sure it was only half an hour. 6 till 6:30. I'm pretty sure it was. But I think that's more because it's spread out over the week. So obviously each slot will get a half-hour continuous reveals. I think also there was a reveal today on it for a new mobile game. But I believe it's on Steam as well, so you can play it on PC. Soul Runes or something. Age of Sigmar again, but it's an auto battler, so basically pretty much like your Raid. Is it Raid Shadow Legends? Yeah, pretty much like that one. So that'll be interesting to see when that finally comes out and see what that's like. I mean, if it's pretty much like some of the other, I mean, there's a 40k one out at the moment, but I had a quick go on the mobile, and it's more like one of the little base builder ones, but it's just really glitchy at the moment. So I don't know if it's one that I'll give a miss completely and come back to it later on. I've had a pretty chilled week this week. I managed to get Friday booked off work because I stayed up really late on Thursday watching the draft for the American football. All the new players coming out for next year. That was a good laugh. There's a few of the lads at work who watch the games as well, and we had our own little video call calling all the picks as they came in. So that didn't finish till like 5 o'clock on Friday morning, so there was no way I was going into work that day. So I managed to get Friday booked off. Managed to potter around the house, get a bit of tidying done, sorted the old hobby room out because it was starting to become a bit of a mess. And I had a quite chilled weekend really. Not done too much. Just a bit of a gut round the house, and been pretty much chilling. Been on the Xbox a little bit, trying to play Outriders. Without it crashing and kicking out at game, which is happening quite frequently. They've done a patch on the game, but it seems to have made it worse at the moment. Let's work our way around this now. Going all out for this fest then. It seems like they are. There was rumours, as usual, with it coming out that they was going to announce the next instalment on the Age of Sigmar. That was going to be one of the big reveals. And if that was today's reveal, then there was certain things that could be revealed later. I think it's on Saturday when there's supposed to be a massive announcement. But obviously they didn't announce that, so they're not too sure if that's what's going to be announced on Saturday now. So I might have to wait and see on that one. But yeah, people are speculating, as they always do, that something with the Dark Angels or the Fallen. So obviously it's running in line with the books now. There's so many little cables on this. Try and get these. today, super short. So I reckon the mystery thing on Saturday will be AOS 3.0. Yeah, it's pretty much looking that way, Mr. Smith. Obviously they did the vampires, which were really cool today. But I think more than likely it is going to be AOS 3.0, as you so rightly put it. I think that'll be coming out on Saturday. I'll just have to wait and see what they're going to give us. Work our way all the way around this guy now. Hopefully this bit don't take too long. That's why I pretty much made a start on it yesterday, just so that I didn't spend the whole of today's stream just painting up metal on this guy. There is a lot of metal on this guy. I'm just using a nice cheap brush. Obviously the metallic paint, I don't want to be killing off one of my broken toads. I'm making an absolute mess out of. I'll do the drums as well, so I've got these drums coming down. Battered this brush now. I'm afraid it's just coming away off the top, so I might have to get one of my other battered brushes. There's any missed something. Updates of the old world. The old world, from what I've heard from the store manager that I go and see, I'm good friends with, apparently it's going to be Forge World that are doing it, but they're going to be doing it as a plastic kit, hopefully. But yeah, the old world will be coming back, but it's set before the old world, if you know what I mean. So it's still, you'll still get like your Praetorian Knights and stuff like that, but it's more set before The old, I think it's, I can't remember exactly how many he said, like 300 years or something daft like that before the old world. So I heard 30k starter set coming this year. So, that's something I definitely will be after. Some of the older models on them, they look really, really cool. Let's play plus ice heresy this year. Oh well, next year. Only thing that's going to come close to growth after Indomitus. Yeah, it's pretty much rich. Still holding hope for the Lysander update. Yeah, I've not heard anything about an update on that one. But it seems like a very interesting character from what I've heard from in the books. I don't know if they're going to be doing a primer coming back or not with the Warhammer Fest. It'd be cool if they did, just to even it up a bit. I know for a fact that my chapters primer won't be coming back just yet. Not unless they do a double one and it's Logar and Corax at the same time, because obviously he's off in the warp chasing him at the moment. But I think with how the story's been going, and from talking with some of you guys in chat, it made sense that the Lion was, if there was going to do one, it'd be the Lion. Obviously with all this, the Fallen chat coming and stuff like that, that'd be really interesting to see. If that was the case, and if certain theories were to come true. About concerning his allegiance, shall we say? If certain things were to be proven or disproven. Right, so I'll have to go over the black on that because I've got black on the shoulder. Metallic paint on the shoulder pad, but in a way it looks like battle damage, so I might just about get away with that. We'll see how it looks. That's that and that arm. Just try and find a web propping. Right, I'll sit up in my paint then. Just so it's not lying down, let it dry off a bit before we get some washes on. It's just a very outdated model at the moment. He does his Primaris update treatment. Yeah, from what I've read, there's certain ones that, if I'm correct, didn't want the Primaris squeaky chair upgrade. If I'm right, I think there's some of them that obviously there's certain chapters that are against having the Primaris, or they don't trust them as much. But I mean, it would be cool to see some certain models, you know, get the update that they deserve. Let's see if I can just break that out of there, just so I can get underneath all here. Just work our way around like that, and around the missile pods at the top. It's a little fiddly bit, just trying to get around and not get any on that top cowl. There we go. That's that bit done. Apart from obviously colouring the missiles in on the top. And we got a Mr. Frost's face popping in. Good evening, Mephos. Or is it morning there? Down in sunny Texas. I hope the weather's been kind to you this weekend. And we've got Pirate Queen Pickle popping in. Let's get the party started. It's starting now. And Mr. Gary Knox, good evening. Oh dear, there's loads popping in this week. It's so great to see you all, guys. I'll just make a start with a cage on here now. Just with it moving, it's just a little bit fiddly. Try and hold it without it moving, it's not happening. So I don't want to be spilling this too much because it's an absolute nightmare to try and cover, even with black, really. We've got the pickle jar popping in as well. Good evening, Josh. Did you manage to get all your editing done? Caught your latest one at the weekend with your vampires. Very, very cool models. Absolute full house of legends here tonight. It's great to see absolutely every single one of you. our way around on this cage now. Still no editing. No, as I was chatting away in the Discord earlier. Sorry, just go and getting your tea and hopefully getting a bit of your editing done. All good, mate. Managed to make a start on Gorzag today, so we'll call it a good day. Hope everyone had a smashing May Day. Oh, is it Gorzag Git Stomper? I've got that one to do myself yet. I've been holding off with that one basically because I wanted to get back on with my Space Marines. But yeah, I managed to get that on the release day. It's a very cool model. I'm looking forward to getting that put together and then get some green skin down on it. Add the little wall. Alright, buddy, heading off, so catch you later, big lots. Catch you later, Andy. If I don't see you through the week, hopefully I'll catch you on your stream on Sunday, I believe it is. But yeah, I hope you have a nice week, and hopefully I'll catch you in Discord at some point. Hope you have a good one, pal. Yeah, so just in case, obviously, any of you guys, I mean, majority of you are from Discord anyway, but just on the off chance that there's someone popping in at a later date or someone just passing through, if you don't know Andy, he's on YouTube as well as Quingo Talks, and he does a channel on a Sunday. I believe it's about 2 o'clock. If you have a look on YouTube, just have a search for Quingo Talks. He's on there. He's been smashing some absolute epic content out when he's been on doing his Imperial Fists. He's just built up to his, I believe it's 2,000 points now. And yeah, he's been absolutely hammering that out with them guys. And I know he's got a series sort of thing coming out that he's had planned where other people will go on and showcase their armies I should say, talk about why they chose the chapter of Space Marines that they're doing, or the certain race that they're doing. So it's definitely something to look out for. So if you are able to, please just pop on there and just, you know, give him a like and a follow and show him some love. He is really trying, and it's great to see. We got our own little unofficial competition going, both nearly at the 50 sub mark now, so I think we're neck and neck at the moment. But yeah, if you are able to, please just pop on and just give him a like and a sub. Just help the guy out. So where are we next? You've got that in there. That's the only trouble. The Raven Guard, it's either going to be black, silver, or white. Get these foot plates. If we don't see you through wheat, we'll see you through wind. This does not look like Swishy Swirly. It looks like the Batmobile. So Batman wishes he was that cool. So, no, we're on 40k this week, Wendy. So it's like a big mech robot for me. Raven Guards. Get these antennas done. Oh. There's no Swishy Swirlies just yet. I have got some more to do, so don't worry, there will be some more popping up in future streams. I've been looking forward to getting this model for over a year, so when I managed to get it, there was no way I was going to be leaving it sat in the pile of opportunity, as we're calling it. I just wanted to get this one done. This one. So yeah, any of you guys in the chat working on anything tonight, or you just chilling? Just yeah, let us know in the chat. Or if you've got any upcoming projects that you're doing yourself that you'd like to, you know, share with us or talk to us about, then just let us know. The Warsuit is really good. Yeah, I'm really happy with it, Mevos. Obviously it doesn't look like much at the moment while it's in parts, but hopefully once it's all together, then there's certain parts of it some people won't like, but it's my model at the end of the day. Picked up a Warsuit in the Great 2020, still not built it. Seen lots of cool schemes of late, makes me want to start. Yeah, no, where I've got one, and obviously you saw me painting up the name's gone out my head, the Iron Hail, yeah, twin Iron Hail auto cannon. Done that up with that, and I glued that one in place purely because I wasn't going to be swapping that one out. If I'm having one of these, I'm definitely going to have two. But the other one I might do it up with the pilot in, just for, you know, so it's a bit different. But The other one will have the flamer on, to use as like an objective holder. And then obviously this one will be just like a damage dealer mainly. Purely because the auto cannon that's on it, I believe it's roughly about 48-inch range. I mean, it's just absolutely ridiculous. So hopefully I'll be able to see what it can do when I finally get to play a game. I'll probably end up playing a game and it get absolutely battered off the table, but as long as I'm having fun, I'm not bothered. Mr. Richard Smith's working on his death guard still, slogging on with I thought he said bagpipes, with black pipes now. I was going to say, I've never seen death guard with bagpipes. That'd be pretty funny. I finally finished up mine a couple of weeks ago after having it for a year. I've not seen it. Have you put any pictures up of it, Mefos? I've not seen it. I don't recall seeing any pictures on the socials. Correct me if I'm wrong, is it the Space Wolves that you do? I've definitely seen you doing something with wolves, so that's why I'm thinking more towards Space Wolves. I did see one kit bash where it had like a giant wolf cloak on the back of it. I don't know if that was yours or not, unless I'm getting completely mixed up. Mr. Gary Knott's Curse City up next after Gorzag, all built and 50% prime, ready to go. Nice. I've got so much built that isn't primed, and then I've got stuff that's built and primed, but it's, you know, finding which ones you want to be doing as well. Richard Smith, yes, Nurgle has a sloppity bow piper. You should put a kilt on it as well, Rich. That'd be so that'd be funny. First wolves. Yeah, I thought you did wolves, white scars, orcs, and abmech, all full size armies. Ooh, nice. If I was doing anything else 40k, the Sisters of Battle have, you know, tempted me, especially like some of the newer releases lately. Luckily we're getting some in the magazine that's coming out, so I'll see how I get on with them. And I believe there's some admech as well in that, so yeah, I'll be able to have a little play and see what them ones are like. But yeah, they definitely look cool. Can't stop collecting a page. I mean, my pile's not too bad. I only got back into the hobby with just before Indomitus, so I got Indomitus, I got on with the Mortal Realms magazine as well, so I've been painting them up. I really love the as Wendy calls them, the swishy swirlies. The sorry, I'm just concentrating. There we go. The Night Haunt, sorry. But the Stormcast, I mean, I like them, but they're a bit boring for me. But I've got a little bit of a backlog on them guys. I will get them painted up as well, because I don't want to, you know, complete one side of the magazine without the other. But it's something that will probably be more on the back burn with them guys, with the new magazine that's going to come out. Right, so that's the stubbies done there. Let's get these cases done. We've got these cases on the front. I was going to say Mythos paint's funny coloured ultramarines. As long as it's not Space Smurfs, he's fine. Everybody hates them just because they're the poster boys, isn't it? Just get these bullets here. Richard Smith sold. Eh? Sold on what? Is that putting a fucking kilt on someone? Oh, if you're going to do that, Rich, that'd be so funny. Definitely love to see what you. I mean, them Death Guards you've been doing lately, absolutely stunning. Obviously, as painstaking as it's been for you, but definitely the finish you've got on them, it's definitely worth it. Yeah, how many times can I say definitely in one sentence? But no, yeah, you're doing a cracking job with them, pal. Sisters are cool. Yeah, the sisters are cool. I don't know how I'd do them. I know there's different, like with Space Marines, there's different chapters. It's similar with the sisters, where is it different orders? I believe. I'm not that clued up on the sisters. I don't know with whether to have them with the helmets on or off. I'd probably just do them the same as my Space Marines and have them with the helmets on. Or just try one or two with the helmets off, just for, you know, like rule of cool. Or just like the main is it character ones that I'd have with the helmets off. I might go back in after and just this cowl on the gun just to paint it white, just so it stands out a little bit from the rest on the. Right, so we've got the two pipes that side, 2 pipes that side, and then round that one. Left to go. Cracking progress, mate. We'll see the Warsuit come to life. Catch you again, mate. Yeah, thank you very much for popping in, Mr. Knox. Great to see you again, pal. It's a very long and tedious journey, I'm afraid, because obviously there's so much metal on these guys. But yeah, hopefully see you again soon, pal. This is in the bottom neck of Napoleonic Highlanders at Christmas, but went for the Asian course set instead. But I promise I will, if I ever do get that, I can do kit bash. Oh, that'd be so cool, Rich. Right. Just continuing looking our way around. The other bits should be dry, so we can get a wash on them soon, and then obviously that'll be drying while we jump back onto this bit. See if I can. Yeah, there we go. This brush is proper battered, and it's really struggling to keep a tip on it now. I think this paint's nearly done in here as well. Luckily I've got another one. There's plenty in that yet, actually. I'm just chasing wires now, I'm afraid. And being 40k, there is lots of them. Bloody hell, it's 8:30 already, been going an hour. It doesn't seem like I've got that much done. Right, so that's there and there. So the cog I'm probably doing a red, silver skull, and then I'm going to try and get that bit white on the back, just break it up a little bit. So we've got now, what have we got inside? So the seat's going to be a brown, like a leather. You've got the light, so it's basically just these cogs on the side now, so we'll try and get these done. I just want to break it up and not go up on the nodules on the side. Just to add a bit of definition to it. Just so obviously the nodules will stick out. Just work our way around. yeah, with having obviously be adding this guy to my Raven Guard force now, so I'm gonna have to go back onto my battle scribe and just rejig some of my force that I've got, and just work out my points and stuff like that. Before I had this guy and my apothecary, I was just over 2,000 points, but I had quite a few firstborn marines. When I first got back, I managed to pick up a few of the space marines from the Black Reach box set that one of my mates had, he was getting rid of. So there's a couple of squads of tactical marines, stuff like that. Obviously the firstborn, so they do stand out against the Primaris. With being Raven Guard, I don't think there'd be that many firstborn left, because obviously they all got pretty much wiped out on Istan 5. So I'm umming and ahhing at the moment of completely swapping out, like, obviously tactical marines and that, and having nothing but a Primaris force. It might be just something that I do at a later date. But points wise, I'm definitely over 2,000. That's before I was taking into account relics and weapons and stuff like that. So I might have to definitely have a little bit of a rejig, I think. Right, so I'll let that guy dry off. I'll try and clean this brush up best I can. Right, and we'll chuck. I'll get some of my drink, sorry. Oh. And we'll start chucking some wash down on these bits that'll dry off. Do legs first, because obviously this was done. I missed a bit. Ooh, good job I spotted that. So now, after just not do round that bit. Just have to avoid that bit with the oil, obviously, because that's wet. Just round in that side. I'll just get. Work our way all the way around any metal parts. darkens that off, obviously it'll shade it and stuff. We'll go back in and give it a bit of a highlight once it's all dry. Get in all these little nooks and crannies. Side done. This other side I can do completely because obviously I didn't miss anything on this side. I'll just slap it all on. Obviously the grimier the better this will look. Any like overspiller out like that, we could sort that out later because we'll be going over some of these panels again anyway. Just touch them up, make sure they're looking as crisp as they can be. Just toying with the idea at the moment. Probably going to end up doing it anyway, but especially around his feet, with it being a Martian, a red dusty planet, just dusting his feet up a bit, like I did on my Eradicators, I believe it was. Just get a bit of dust going up on them. Obviously something big and clumsy like this ain't got to be not kicking dust up. Where was I up to? That's the legs done. Right, this arm was next, wasn't it? Just get all this grotted up, man. That's that bit. Obviously this bit will be proper dark and grimy because obviously the missiles firing out of the top there. I'm not 100% sold yet. I'm either going to do red or an orange. I'm thinking more like an orange, just to change it up a little bit because you don't see many with the orange. Don't know if that's a particular reason or not. We'll see. leaning more towards an orange. I've got a nice, is it Troll Slayer orange. I think that'll work really well. So it's really, really bright. I mean, I can always do that, and then obviously if it doesn't look right, I can just go over it. Let's try and get quite a bit in there. That's better. Just trying to bung it up more into the vents on the sides. Put that back into its little paint bit there. Go back to our little dead Necron. A little bit more onto this guy. Touching up little bits on these knuckles where I've missed. There we go, that's that bit. Let's get onto the little foot plates inside there. What I'll do, obviously I'll let, it's going to be a bit dodgy, I'll try and let all this dry off as much as I can before I get a picture ready for on the socials for after this, just because I want to, you know, get pictures of in the different stages and see how far it's come along each week and stuff. Like I say, it's going to be really hard to try and leave this one till next week's stream again, purely because I'm having so much fun with it, and obviously it's one that I've wanted for a while, like I said before. As you can see, drilled out barrels as well. There's no undrilled barrels on my army. To a meeting, fam. Have a great stream. Thank you very much, me Foss. I shall catch you on the next one. I do watch yours, but because it's obviously the time zone difference, I have to watch yours back. Does help my lunch times go a bit better at work. So thanks again for them. I shall hopefully see you again soon, pal. Thank you very much. I hope you have a nice meeting. Nothing too bad, I hope. Right, let's try and get onto these. It's not too bad with it. I'm doing off bloody camera now. Just said, look how easy it is. Obviously, I could just spin it around like that. Sorry, guys. Just get into the recesses on these pipes, just so they stand out. Honestly, this null nile's an absolute godsend. As if it was sent by the Emperor himself. Right, that's all them bits. I'll let that dry off. Right, so while they're drying, I'll have a little play with the pistol. See if this idea works. So let's get some of my drink. Right. Here's my different water. I'll go with a dark brown first, as like a little layer. So I'm just using this as an idea at the moment. Obviously, if it doesn't work, I can just go back over with it with the black, but I'm thinking more towards the same on the seats. Let's see how this looks. Because normally I'd just go with a Wraith Bone or a white, just to lighten it up, and then come in with my contrast paint. I want to try and come away from that a little bit. I mean, it works really well for me, and I love how it looks. So I'll probably continue doing it to a certain point, like on rank and file troops, just for speed as well, really. And obviously, I've already got some like it, so they'll tie in. But I think main characters or named people, you know, should be putting that little bit more effort in, and I've probably been a bit lapsidaisical with it in the past. I'll just see how we get on with this. I don't know whether to go for like a gold around the bottom, but then would it not be the same on the decisions. Sorry, I can always change it, can't we? Sorry guys, I'm just really concentrating next to this metal piece here. I don't want to be just running over it. Nice. It's a lot darker than I was expecting. Well, hopefully that'll give it a good key for the next colour up. I'll probably just do the ridges next colour up. Let's see how we go. Let's have a look, let's see what choice we've got. So I'll go from a dryad bark. I think that's going to be too bright. I'll try Morfang brown. Let's see how we get on with that one. I'll get this finished off. I'll probably call it there. Purely because they're letting everything else dry off, so I don't want to be pushing it too much. thinking that's really the dry bark underneath, and then we'll see how that dries, because it will dry that a little bit darker, but I don't think it's going to show up too much on the camera. But what I'll do, I'll try and get a close-up picture of it, and like how they do on the GW website, as like can you guess what it is yet? Sorry, that was a terrible impression. That they do, like guess the part or guess the model, whatever they call it, just before they do a reveal. No, get one a bit like that, stick it up in the old Discord so you guys can see. Try and put a bit of a edge highlight around then. Just on the extreme tips, we'll go one further. We'll definitely use some of this lighter one. I just want to make sure it's watered down quite a bit. I'm just going to dot highlight the ends. Definitely helps set it off then. Shake hand time. That's not the best time now. No, you try and do dots. Do this is like try and not breathe and blink and everything at the same time. It's absolutely horrible. check. I'll do now. And we've got the rounds in there. I've done them silver just so it takes a bit. And I want to come in with, if I can find it. I should have dug it out earlier. There it is. Just a bit of the old Balthasar gold. Just to break it up a little bit more. Yeah, that's better. Absolutely ecstatic with that. And then obviously that will just glue onto his leg anyway, so well, I've got the gold out. Just want to get the iconography on this dead necron. It's just where done all my other necrons and I've done the same on them. Where on the chest just breaks it up that little bit. Right, so I think that's pretty much it for the night. Time are we on? 10:09, yeah. So I got quite a bit done. Unfortunately, a lot of it was just painting metal. Just switch back over, but as you can see, there we go. So there's the legs on the base. All the other little bits started to come up. The pistol's pretty much done now. Really happy with that. I'll get a close up of that one. I'll just switch this over to not that one, sorry, my face cam. Sorry. So thank you very much for dropping by again, guys and girls. Absolute blast painting this one up. I am really enjoying the Warsuit. Obviously a little bit of a kit bash, something different for myself. Learned a few things with the base, especially like if you're using plaster as rocks, always seal it before you then undercoat and paint, otherwise it does soak quite a lot in. And obviously with being plaster, when I was painting it with the red the first time round, the white was still coming through a little bit because I hadn't sealed it, so I just had to go back, seal it all properly and then get it all sorted. But yeah, it's starting to come together nicely now. I'll do my best to try and not touch any more of it till next week and continue it with you guys. We'll see how we get on with that one. If not, I've got plenty more Primaris Marines to be doing up, because I had to buy a set just for the pilot for this guy to have him stood up so he was out of the cage. If not, we'll see what's coming out with the Mortal Realms this week. The past couple of weeks it's just been like schools and scenery, so try and keep mixing it up that little bit. I've got some other little bits and bats that we can do also. But once again, thank you very much for dropping by, spending the evening with me. I hope you managed to get a bit of hobbying done yourselves. If you've not already, please like and subscribe and hit that bell notification. It'll let you know when I'm going live again in future. It's mainly on Mondays, 7:30. We normally go to about 9:30 or 10, but just we're finishing off tonight. It's a nice natural part so that the washes can dry properly. I don't want to be going back over and damaging any good work that we've got done so far. But once again, thank you very much for dropping by, guys, and hopefully I shall see you next time. Thank you and bye.